Rock and Wrestling Connect.
I love hearing everybody's goals on what they're gonna do. And right, I don't just listen to them, I write them all down. And I write them down for a number of reasons. I want to know what your goal is, right? Obviously, I'm not going to remember what I tell you. Number one, write it down. But for two, for when you're dogging out, when you're missing class, when you're not putting in the work, I want to go back to your goal and say, how do you expect to conquer your goal if you're not putting in the work? And put it back on you. Okay. Everybody can say, I just want to go in the ring and bump. People have these incredible goals, these impossible goals, and so in order to, and they can be done. You can do anything you set your mind to. How do you do that? You put in the work, So I have written here, I've like, the road to becoming a professional wrestler is tough. It's a road that's paved with doubt, fatigue, and sacrifice, both mentally and physically. But like I like to say, just as the negatives are tough, the rewards are great. The greater the sacrifice, obviously, the greater the reward, right? The roar of the crowd, the camaraderie of the locker room, the memories, the ability to make people laugh, to make people cry, and really touch their hearts. It's professional wrestling. It's a tough road. It's really tough. You want to be a professional wrestler? Learn to love to eat shit. You want to be a professional wrestler? It's tough, right? You're not supposed to get kicked in the teeth. You will. You want to be a professional wrestler? You don't want to get kicked in the teeth? Then go play chess. Go play Xbox. You're not supposed to get kicked in the teeth. That's what we're here training to do, not kick each other in the teeth. I'm supposed to do it so I make it look like I boot Owen in the mouth so it looks like it breaks his fucking teeth, but it doesn't. Because we want to go eat tacos after and have a good time and talk about the match, But it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Wasco's going to throw a clothesline, and maybe I'm old man chaos at 42, and now I'm just going to be like, damn, that's a 24-year-old clothesline bicep to the face, and I got knocked down. I didn't expect to get knocked down. Well, if you don't want that to happen anymore, chaos, you have a choice. Get the fuck out of the ring. Wrestling is tough. Professional wrestlers are tough. Never heard anybody talk about their wrestling training and brag about how easy it was. Never heard anybody brag about how easy their training was. They speak with a glow about how hard their training was. They speak about how proud they are that they finished the training and everyone couldn't finish it. Why did they do that? Because fucking wrestling is tough. Professional wrestling is tough. You go through, with Santino Brothers, you go through 12 months of training. Man, then you start moving a fucking ring around and no one cares what your name is. You start putting chairs up and still no one cares. Everyone thinks you're in the way, and all you're trying to do is just one day get in that ring, get into that show. Pro wrestling is tough, not just physically, mentally, it's tough emotionally. So you got to get tough. And if you're not tough now, that's fine. That's okay. You don't have to be tough, but you're going to have to learn to get tough because professional wrestlers are tough. Okay, guys, that's number one, right? That's the road. That's the road. There's going to be many times you're sitting there at the edge of your bed after class and you got home and you're sitting at the edge of your bed and you're contemplating, what the fuck are you doing? I got busted up in the jaw. I got stretched out. My body is aching just from the bumps, right? The 35-mile-an-hour car accident for each bump. I'm spent. Is this something that I really want to do? It seems that there's no light at the end of the tunnel. It seems that you're just mindlessly doing this, coming to training every day and just getting your ass whooped. And there's no light at the end of the tunnel, but there is. You have to stay the course. You have to stay the course. It's going to get a lot harder, a lot tougher before it gets easier, before it gets fun, before you're standing in the middle of that ring and you're like, I love this. I bleed this dream. That's professional wrestling, So we have our goals. We talked about our goals. We know that the road to becoming a professional wrestler is tough. So how do we accomplish our goals? How do we actually do that? Right. So Coach Jimmy V, if you don't know who he is, look him up. Coach Jimmy V says, right, what do? You plus motivation plus your goal equals success. Okay. So, Remember where you started, know where you are, know where you're going, know that you will get there, right? That's right. Speaking it into existence, speaking that into existence about that. What do you have to do? What do you have to do? How do you take the you, the equation, you plus motivation, right? Because you gotta have motivation plus your goal to be successful. How do you actually do that, right? It's nice to say, coach, but how do I actually do that? How do I do that? Well, you gotta focus. You got one job, keeping one person focused and one person motivated, and that's you. That's you. Keeping yourself motivated every single day, having that motivation, waking up. You're right. We all have that Facebook friend. You wake up and they say, it's a beautiful day because I'm alive, right? That's every day you have that fucking opportunity. You have to have enthusiasm. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, nothing great has ever been accomplished without enthusiasm. Nothing great. What do you want to do? You want your goal to be great. You want to become a great professional wrestler. You have to be enthusiastic about that. It's not that I have to do the rolls. It's not that I have to do the warm up. It's not that I have to come to class. It's I get to come to class. I get to do the warm up. I get to do the rolls. Changing the mindset, right? We all have our bag, right? We all have shit going on in our life, but we have to understand we got our shit in our bag. We leave it at the door at wrestling school and we free our mind because what we're doing here is dangerous. People can die in this fucking ring. I'm not saying that to sound dramatic. There's a simple moves that's like a back roll can put you into the ICU. And it's happened. I've seen it. I have a picture in my phone and I'll never forget it. I'll never delete it. Of my student all tubed up from doing a fucking back roll after being 6 months in. Professional wrestling is fucking dangerous. So you have to leave your bag at the door and stay focused, right? Because you got to, how are you going to, you got to accomplish your goal. Keeping yourself focused, keeping yourself motivated, keeping yourself enthusiastic. And it's hard to do that when you're thinking about the outside world. I get it. Everyone's got the outside world. Utilize this wrestling to let go sometimes, to free your mind. You know, stress is going to kill you. And the more you think about your real world problems at wrestling school, you're going to make a mistake. You're going to hurt yourself or even worse. And then when I say worse, you hurt somebody else. There's nothing worse than hurting somebody else. You sit there and say, I'd rather have a broken ankle than to know that I fucking hurt somebody because I wasn't paying attention. It's terrible. It's terrible. Right? Thinking about, we're talking about this equation, you plus motivation plus your goal equals success, right? Let's make the dream a reality. We all talked about it, holding the belt in the middle of the ring, speaking this goal into existence, not negative talking yourself. You know what I mean? Not talking down to yourself. Once you're putting that out there, I don't allow it. No one did it today. I think the last class someone did, and I said right there, hey, no more negative self-talk at all. Don't worry. You're going to become a professional wrestler, and you're going to go on Twitter, and everyone's going to shit talk you. So you don't do it yourself. Don't do it yourself. At least you got you and your people. They're going to encourage you. And if we fuck up, we fuck up, right? And like Tony Hendricks says, or one of the students said, right, when somebody corrected me, they told me the truth, and it sucked to hear. Right? The truth does suck to hear, especially when the truth is telling you that you need to get better. It wasn't as good as you thought. And that's some of the things that we do here at Santino Brothers, is that I don't sugarcoat things. I don't try to hurt your feelings, but at the same time, I know that you can be better. And I will focus on that. And I'll have students say, well, is there anything that I did do right, coach? Yes, you did a lot right, but I'm not going to sit there and toot your horn because you know it. And there will come a time and there's a place that I will say, great job. You toot your horn and this, that, and the other. But for the most part, we're focusing on what you need to fix. A lot of people don't like to hear that criticism. We'll talk a little bit more about criticism tomorrow, but a lot of people don't like that criticism. They think people are shit talking them and they're not. Never had a veteran really shit talk me. I just didn't like what they were saying because they said your dropkick sucked. Well, fuck you, bro. My drop kick sucked. Fuck you, old man. You're just mad because you can't throw a drop kick. No, look at the fucking video, Chaos. Your drop kick does suck. You're kicking him in the fucking balls, bro. You're supposed to kick him in the fucking face. You know? So learn about that before, right? I always go in there and say, okay, fuck this guy, and I go on Twitter and I'm gonna scold him right back. And I go, no, okay, write it out. That's fine. Write it out and then now delete it. And go back and what's the tweet actually say? Your drop kick sucks. Well, how does your drop kick look? It actually does suck. Well, let me just fix it. Why am I getting mad, putting all my energy in to argue with this guy who's trying to help me the fuck out? He's trying to help me out here. Fix your drop kick. You know? People talk about work and success are not right. They say that if you work hard, you will be successful. If you work hard, you will be successful. It's not true. Not true. Not true. Like, right? Like some of my hardest jobs where I busted my ass for 12 hours breaking concrete. Like that was hard fucking work, man. Was I successful? No. But the thing is this, if you don't work hard, you have no chance of being successful. If you don't apply for the job, you have no chance of getting the job. If you don't take the audition, you have no chance of getting the part. So you have to put in that hard work. Is it just equal success? No, it doesn't. But without that hard work, you're never going to get there. You know, ever going to get there. So,
Joey, I hate to interrupt real quick. I have to go because my battery's at like 2%. I don't want to die before I say bye, everybody. Well, I'll see you guys soon.
Thank you, Coach Bob.
We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Coach. So, all of that's really like, right. That's nice to hear. Bleeding the dream, imagining yourself holding the belt in the middle of the ring at WrestleMania's main event, you know, keeping yourself enthusiastic, focusing on yourself. Really easy to say, right? And so what is it? What is it that we're going to be dealing with? Is something called resistance. Author Steven Pressfield has a whole book about this in his book called The War of Art. And he talks about resistance. And what is resistance, you ask? Well, think about it as that devil on your shoulder that says, let's eat McDonald's instead of eating clean. Let's skip our workout and take a nap because we're tired. Let's not go to training because, oh man, maybe my ankle is a little hurt or whatever the case is. That's the devil. That's resistance. And we all have it. We all have that resistance. It's that devil on your shoulder that's going to try to talk to you, bullshit you. And you're in the middle of fucking training, and that resistance will peer over your fucking shoulder and say, take a walk outside. Don't finish the workout. That's resistance. Resistance is a little bitch. Resistance does not want you to accomplish your fucking goals. And we've all encountered it. We've all wake up at 6 a.m. Oh, snooze. 5 more minutes. That's resistance. Not letting you get your fucking work done. We want to be successful. How are we successful? Well, we got to put in the hard work. Well, we're never going to put in the hard work if we give into this resistance. You know? We all know what this resistance is. So what do we do? How do we turn the tables on this resistance? The first thing you have to do is you have to embrace it. So if you know that you want to hit that snooze at 6 o'clock to sleep for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 fucking 4 more minutes, resistance is telling you that you should chase waking up at 6 a.m. If you're scared to go to wrestling school, resistance should tell you that's something that you should do. That's embracing it. That's embracing the resistance, letting it, because it's a roadmap. It's really telling you, right? What do? We do everything that's easy, right? That's like Les Brown says, shooting for these low goals because they're easy to accomplish. I don't want to shoot for the high goal because it's really hard and I might fail. So resistance is going to talk you out of, don't waste your time. That's for other people to do. That's not for you. That's not in your cards. You're not going to be a professional wrestler at WrestleMania. It's resistance talking to you, bullshitting you, trying to take over. Resistance doesn't want you to do shit in life, you know? So you have to embrace it. right? It's our map quest that lets us know what we need to do. It leads us to our passion. The more scared you are of doing something, the more certain you should be that you are supposed to do it. You have to find the courage to put in the work each and every day, regardless of the outcome. Fight the resistance. My buddy always used to tell me, he was always looked great. My buddy Byron passed away a couple of years ago, but he always used to tell me, shitty workout is better than no workout. You know, putting in the work, regardless of the outcome, regardless of the quality of work that you're putting in, find a way to put in the work every single day. Do not give in to the resistance, even if it's a shitty workout, even if it's you're going to class and you have a shitty training session. It's better to have that shitty training session than to not do the work at all, than to give into resistance and say, well, my headache is kind of big. It might get big. How many times do we talk ourselves out of what may happen? Oh, I don't want to go to the gym. I'm not going to make it in time to meet Wasco at 6 because there's traffic. Well, it's 5:00. You may make it, but that's resistance telling you, oh, just text Wasco and tell him you woke up too late. Can't work out with you today, brother. So no matter what the work looks like, what happens is, by taking it one day at a time, that's when the magic begins to flow. That's when the power starts to concentrate around us. Speaking the positivity into the universe. That's what starts happening. The magic and the power are the results of the hard work that you're putting in every single day, but you're not going to see it. You don't see the hard work every day. You're not going to notice you have abs or a chest or good arms until someone says, damn, you've been working out. You don't notice it. So you have to put in the work every single day. I get it. You're like, why do this? It's not going to mean anything, but it starts stacking up. That work starts stacking up, and it's so important. And that's what everyone's doing. That's what The Rock means by saying being the hardest worker in the room. We look at him and he looks like an Adonis. You don't think there's times that resistance peers his head on his shoulder and says, hey, you really want to wake up at 2 a.m. in the fucking morning to hit the gym? Look how great you look. You look great already. That's what his resistance is telling him. You already look great. Tom Brady telling the same thing. You've already had 6 Super Bowls. Why do you need to go to try to win a 7th one? Don't. That's resistance on his fucking shoulder. Beat that, right? The greats do. So thinking about that, right? That resistance is going to be an incredible heal in your journey. So you're going to have to overcome it. Let's do it by start embracing it. Embracing the resistance, because it's going to let you know. That's what you should do. We don't do shit that when it's easy, it's not worthwhile, right?
Can I add something real quick, Chaos?
Please, my friend.
So, Chaos is talking about how there's going to be days where you don't want to go to the gym. Like when you guys start bumping, and you guys are, actually getting out there and being able to do shows, you're wrestling a 10-minute match. And then 9 times out of 10, you're driving more than 2 hours, one way, probably driving 3-4 hours, there, back, after a show, you get home, you probably sleep 3-4 hours. Your alarm goes off. You're like, fuck, all right, I got to go to the gym, and you don't want to go, and you get there and you have the worst fucking workout and you drive home pissed off because you feel like you wasted your fucking time going because you're like, well, I didn't get a sweat that I usually do, or, I didn't lift the weight that I usually lift. But then you tell yourself like, well, I could have just fucking got up and ate fucking donuts all morning, So like Chaos is saying, a shitty workout is better than no workout, like I have a lot of shitty workouts, but I still go because I'm like, I don't want to fucking eat donuts all goddamn day, So get those shitty workouts in.
Yeah. And then you get enough shitty workouts in, it's going to turn it. That power is going to concentrate you. The magic is going to build, and you're going to be the workout fucking master, So let's talk a little bit about life tips. Some of these life tips, right? Simple life tips. Believe in yourself, believe in others, give back, have fun, believe in your fucking self. So important. Believe in yourself. You won't realize how many potential grapplers come to this school, come to Santino Brothers Wrestling, and they do not believe in themselves. And it breaks my heart. I believe in you. Wasco believes in you. Fuck, even Mongo believes in you. But you got to believe in yourself, man. You have to believe that you can bleed the dream, that it can become a reality. You have to believe that. So many people sit there and say, I don't believe in myself. I have self-doubt. That's that resistance, right? Fuck that guy. We already talked about him. You got that self-doubt. Believe in yourself, please, especially in professional wrestling. Because how are you supposed to make me, the fan, believe if you don't even believe in yourself and believe in what you're doing? 100%. Believe that you can do it. Speak it into existence. So many people don't. They just don't. They just don't. I tell them, do this. You look great, this, that, or the other. And you think so? Yeah, I fucking think so. I wouldn't say that if I'm just blowing smoke up your fucking ass. And then it made me realize that light bulb went out. And I said, man, there's so many wrestlers that are main eventing on SoCal. They just don't believe in themselves. And they need that. You ever need someone to believe in yourself? Come knocking on my door and I will help you, right? As I felt that I always needed that. Please believe in yourself. Never try to be better than anyone else. Always learn from others. Just never cease trying to be the best you can be. That's John Wooden, famous Laker coach. That's what he says. Right? Don't worry about, right? Because when you get mixed up, hey, I get it. Yeah, be better than Wasco because you want his spot, because you want to be the main event, because he's got the main event right now. I get that. But when you sit there and you dwell on it, fuck Wasco. Look at him. He's out of shape. Fucking his gear sucks. Oh, look at that drop kick. It's terrible. Fucking terrible. Right? All that time you're spending, you're not focused on who? Not focused on yourself. So you're obviously not motivating yourself. You're not enthusiastic about it. Shit. Well, you must be having a conversation with fucking resistance. Don't worry about anyone else. Worry about yourself. Just try to be the best you can be every single fucking day. As long as you're better today than you were yesterday, then you were on your way. And that's all that I can ask as a coach. Take pride in what you do. Don't ever give anything cheap. Have it come from the heart. Give your passion. And I get it. Even in that shitty workout, fuck it. I'm already here. Right? And really, what's the shitty workout? Shitty workout is driving to the fucking gym. Once you sit there and you work out, you're like, I'm already here. And when you keep thinking, I just want to go, I just want to leave, it's resistance again in your fucking head in the middle of your fucking workout trying to fuck your shit up. Don't give in. Don't give in. How do you become a professional wrestler? We talked about it, right? Everyone talked about their size. Well, I'm going to tell you this. Get a workout regimen. Start lifting weights. Start circuit training. Yoga, calisthenics, cardio, team sports. All that's going to help, right? Why? I don't care if you look big, right? I think wrestlers today have shown that you can look like Marco Studd. You could look like the Pockets guy. What's his name? Orange Cassidy. You could look like Daniel Bryan, the small guy, or you could be as huge as Braun Strowman. It really, Rey Mysterio, it really doesn't fucking matter, does it? But I need you to get a workout regimen because I need you to start putting your armor on your fucking body, because that professional wrestling ring is made of steel cable, steel, wood, and beams, and it will beat your fucking body up, right? Remember, each bump is the equivalent to a 35-mile-an-hour car accident. Each bump, okay? It's going to beat your body up. It's going to tear it down. Sometimes it's the simplest shit that'll break you down. You'll take a power bomb off the top rope and have no problem whatsoever. You know, you go bend down to pick somebody up and your back goes out. It happened to me. It may happen. So get a workout regimen. Put the meat on the bone to protect your body. There was a time in professional wrestling. I took a power bomb from Pogo the Clown in XPW, from inside the ring to outside the ring, and he power bombed me onto a table. And I was about 230 pounds, all steroided, jacked up like that, all just really, really big. And my shoulders started right here. My traps started right here on my neck. Like I had no neck. And it was huge. And so Pogo the Clown power bombs me to this fucking table, and my 230-pound body disintegrates this table, landing on my shoulder blades and my neck. And I just disintegrated, go right through the table like a piece of wet paper, and crash right under the floor, bounce on the back of my head, accordion, land right on my stomach. I talked to my buddy, and I thought I was good. I said, man, he told me I wasn't right for 3 months, right? I was concussed, 100% concussed, right? And that sucked. But I believe 100% to this day that if I did not have my traps coming out to here, and my back as big as it was, I would have easily broken my fucking neck and probably never wrestled again. But because I had that armor on my body, I mean, the worst that I had, and this is bad, I had the concussion. Well, I'd rather have a concussion than a concussion and a broken neck, I guess. Taking the worst or the lesser of the two evils. And so that's why I'm going to tell you, get a workout regimen and put that meat on the bone. It's so important. I get it. But a coach, I'm going to be like Kevin Owens wearing a t-shirt and having a belly. I get it. I get it. Work out. Put the meat on the bone, right? Maybe Kevin Owens did it at one time and he doesn't have to. That's not you. You're probably going to get hurt. Someone's going to break you, become a
real quick. Not only just putting meat on the bones, but I mean, if you're wrestling a 10, 12, 15-minute match and your finish is putting me on your shoulders, like you got to be able to lift my 230-pound fat ass up on your shoulders when you're blown, so like I have to be able to trust you to, at the end of the match, wherever the spot is, whether you're going to pick me up, or you're going to catch me and, put me on your shoulders from there. I got to be able to trust you that you're going to pick me up and land me safely too. So that's another reason why we got to get those workouts in.
Absolutely. Right. Are you going to have, are you going to have the ability to lift Wasco up at minute 8? Or maybe you're in an Ironman match at 48 minutes. Are you going to be able to lift him up safely without breaking his fucking neck? Because you're just going to wear on you. You're going to quit wrestling if you break his neck because you came unprepared. So put in that work, put in that effort, and cardio. I got to tell you, cardio is key. Cardio is key, and you're going to have to up it. Circuit training is probably going to be your best cardio. It's going to be your best friend. Become a student of this game. Be coachable. Have a great attitude, even when it fucking sucks. Right? That's that line that they told me. Learn to love the taste of shit in professional wrestling because it's going to come a lot. I hope it doesn't. But I'll let you know now so that way you're not caught off guard or caught by surprise. Be a student of that game. Just love what you're doing. Love what you're doing. I promise you. Have a smile on your face. Love what you're not saying. Put a smile on your face. But when you're fucking happy and you're doing what the fuck you love, there's that power and that magic. The power is going to start concentrating around you and people will be attracted to you. Now fans are attracted to you. What? Now you start having a following. Now they're actually start chanting your name. Now the promoter is going to want to keep booking you. That's how it starts happening. But when you just sit there and bitch and moan about why you're not in the fucking main event, negative fucking energy is going to surround you. And that's all that's going to come. Trust me, it will. When you have fun in that fucking ring, people know you're having fun and they want to jump on your fucking train with you and have fun and go for that ride. How many times you see a wrestler out there that really touched you and you're like, God damn, I love this guy. Just want to jump on his train. I would love it with The Rock. I loved it with Stone Cold. I want to jump on that train too. I want to be a part of it. I wanted to say what when Stone Cold would talk, right? Or I wanted to say Rudy Poo candy ass with everybody else. I want to be part of it. They're going to see that, right? Because The Rock was fucking having fun. Stone Cold was having fucking fun. It's going to bleed off of them. Learn to speak. Having the gift of gab is the key to your success. Practice your promos by watching promos. Speak in different gears. This is all stuff that we're going to go over in this class. So if you have no clue, I want you to start having a clue by starting to watch these promos. And it's the best part of the class. Everybody always loves the promo battles and really lets you know what you can do. Lets you know where you're at. We'll let you know where you're at in this game. Finding your character, whether you turn your volume up to 12 or create a whole new character. And that's something else that we're going to talk about in this class. But I want you to start getting the wheels turning. Start thinking about your character. So when Coach Bob or me or Wasco calls upon you, you have an idea already. Okay. So many wrestlers or potential grapplers are always caught with their like a deer in the headlights when it comes time to promo our characters. They know how to wrestle, they know the psychology, they know the match breakdown, but now they got to cut a promos. Just as important as being able to take a bump. Okay. And then I've already said this, having the ability to make people cheer, jeer, make them cry, and really touch their hearts. How do you do that? We're going to teach you how to do that with pro wrestling psychology. Okay. The match breakdown, right? Different levels, good guys, bad guys, heels and faces, and showing about bringing the crowd up, bringing the crowd down, and really making sure that I'm doing my job if I'm the heel and Wasco's doing his job if he's the face. He's got to get them to cheer and I got to get them to jeer, and that's what it's about in professional wrestling. being able to do that. So it's a lot more. Professional wrestling is a lot more than just a physical sport. There's so much to know in professional wrestling, and we're going to be going over a lot of this stuff and talking about it. Match psychology. They told me that you just wake up one day and you know it, and I was like, oh, okay. I had no clue. No, we could teach match psychology. We could teach the match breakdown, and that's what's going to make it a little bit easier for you. And I want you to understand, from here on out, going through this course, you're going to start watching wrestling different. You're just going to start taking the fandom out of you. It's not me taking the fandom out of you. You're going to start learning the secrets, right? It's going to take a little bit of that fandom out, and you're going to start realizing. And then especially when you have the opportunity to get in the ring and do it yourself, whoever you thought was the worst wrestler in the world, you're probably going to have a lot more respect for them. Maybe not, So that's going to cover it for today with the class. What I'm also going to do, I hope everybody is on the Facebook group. I'm going to go ahead and I hope that everybody took their notes. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure to put my notes in there with them. And I want you to go ahead and have that. So at the end of this course, you'll have your whole book of notes. You'll have my notes, you'll have your own, and you'll be able to put it together. And that's going to be gold. That's going to be gold for you. That's going to be gold for someone like me and Supreme. Would have loved to have these notes or being able to go through these classes. People bullshitted us and told us you can't teach psychology and there's not even a ring to go to. What are you talking about? There's a ring right there. And they would say, I don't know what you're talking about. What ring? You'd be like, damn, like that. That's how they would do us. So we wish we had that roadmap in professional wrestling. And that's what we're going to be going over and giving you guys in this class. So thank you guys. I appreciate everybody joining us in this class. I appreciate learning who everybody is. I love learning what your goals are, and I look forward to working with you on your goals, smashing these goals, conquering these goals, and beyond. Because once we smash the goals, we got to have another set of goals to do, right? Shooting for that fucking moon. All right, and we're going to end this class like we end every class. We put our hand right here as if we were in class, all of our hands together. And we're going to go Santino's on three. Santino's on three. 1, 2, 3. Santino's. All right, guys.
Santino's. Yeah, let's go.
Everybody take care. Everybody take care. And I have a good night. And I will see you.
No group photo tonight, Chaos?
Oh, is everybody still here? I think we lost one person. Who do we lose?
Coach Bob, I think.
Oh, it was Coach Bob. All right. So, okay, yes. All right, let's do it. Let's do it right here. Okay, I want everybody. Is everybody in it? Yes, they are. Arms Get this damn thing out of the way. Arms crossed. Here we go. Serious face. 3, 2, 1. All right. And we're out. Okay, guys, I appreciate it. I will see you on Wednesday. We got class Wednesday and Thursday. 6 p.m. Everybody take care. And we'll talk a little bit about AEW Dark, maybe even Monday Night Raw. All right, guys. Have a good one. Be safe.
Thank you guys.
Good night.
Everybody. Have a great day.
Nice night, everybody.